Morning everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well, it's a bit cold this morning. It's about 3 or 4 degrees when we left, and it's a bit foggy, so yeah, never mind. Hopefully that sun will burn it off a bit later. But yeah, we're on the way to Milton Keynes. We've got the Twin Lakes 20 this morning, so I would say it's a 20-mile race, but I've been told not to race it today, so it's a kind of a 20-mile session within a race. But whether I'll stick to that or not, we shall see. Fingers crossed I'll be disciplined enough. But yeah, so today, the plan is for me really because it's 2 loops of a lake. So my plan really is to go out like probably around about 7-minute mile pace, keep it nice and easy, steady-ish for the first 3 or 4 miles, then probably work down to like 650-minute miling, yeah, relatively around about 20 seconds or so off marathon pace. Then obviously towards the latter stages of the first loop and getting into the second loop, get stuck into marathon pace and see how I feel from there. So, but try my best not to race it today. Fingers crossed.
You're trying different gels today from the last half?
Yes, well, I'm going back to my original gels with Precision Fuel. So obviously I've had the same breakfast like I've always had. That's never been an issue for me. It's not even been an issue in my training. So Precision Fuel is what I've been using. It seems to work, so that's what I'm sticking with. So we shall see. But it's a foggy old morning, as you can see. But like I say, hopefully the sun will soon burn that away. But I shall see you in Milton Keynes. Well, we have arrived. We're at the car park at the lake. You can see just in front of me. You might be able to within the fog, but probably won't be able to see that. We'll have a look when we get closer. There's a huge big wheel, kind of like the London Eye kind of thing with pods on it. But we'll have a look at that in a minute. So the wife's just gone to get a ticket, and the car park and the start is literally in front of the big wheel, so I don't think there's any need to use bag drop really. Come on, let's go to the start and get our bib number. Right, we're just on the warm-up, guys. As you can see, it's bloody thick with fog. Kind of hoping this is gonna burn off when that sun gets up, but oh, we shall see. Can just barely make out the lake, but underfoot, nice little towpath to run on. Yeah, underfoot, towpath to run on. I'm hoping it's not going to get too congested. Second loop. Then again though, these 2 10-mile loops. It's not like it's 2 5k. I think it's 5k loops. We should be fine. Yeah. Come on. So just over a mile. Just the drills and strides in. Get the bed again in. Just take down the gel. Go to the car. Down a Precision Fuel gel. I'll get 4 with me. Which will take a half-an-hour period. So the all-in strategy today
Try and get that point. Remember, slowly, and be patient. First feelings. Oh, man.
Set off in waves. There will be somebody up here directing you very shortly, I hope. I will do a quick race briefing for each at the beginning of each of the waves. They will be also managing, there's 2 quiet road crossings. I know that there was a little water feature on your way back by the Warbler. I think there may be a slight deviation there. It's the normal water feature, it always floods. But I think it's actually drained a little bit now since 3, 2, 1, go! Look at him. Oh my word. See you at the finish. Enjoy, guys and girls. You are looking awesome.
Yeah, we are away, the Twin Lakes 20. How are we doing, guys? Now, as I mentioned in the car, the idea of this race today was to be a session within a race, basically marathon prep. So I had a message from the coach the night before. What we was planning on kind of doing was trying to keep the first 3 to 4 miles easy-ish. So in my mind, I mean, what I was actually thinking about doing was like steadiest pace, 7 minutes to 650-minute miling. I did actually at this point kept on right. You see people are going past me, but I was so conscientious about pulling my pace back. Come on, pull back all the time. So I did actually see this guy in blue just here and the cap. Now we actually is this the guy? It might not. No, it might have been. There's another guy with a blue vest. It might be him, but we kind of latched on together because he was doing a very similar thing, because he's doing the Boston UK Marathon. He was doing like a session within this race. So I reined myself back in, kept myself around about that 6:55 to 7 minute miling for the first 3 to 4 miles. I think I actually managed like 3 miles of that. Then I had a surge. So I think I did on the day, I think it was about 4 to 5 miles around the marathon pace mark I wanted to hit. Okay, as you can see, we're approaching the nearly the 3k mark. But my first couple of miles, I actually did a 6:55 minute mile. Second mile was a 6:56 minute mile. But as you can see, you'll get to see the kind of surface we're actually running at. I mean, it's pretty much like this all the way. You get these like little towpaths which have got some loose gravel on, but it's pretty compact at this point, and to be honest with you, it's actually pretty pleasant to run on. Now again, as you can see, it is a beautiful setting for a race. So much greenery, really beautiful setting. The lakes were amazing when you could actually see them. The fog did actually burn away. That chap I was just panned to, one with the blue vest and blue cap, he's the chap I actually was doing a similar sort of thing to me, having like a in-race session. Now I do apologise, buddy, I cannot remember your name. I do hope you watched this video,
But I just want to wish you a huge good luck to you in the Boston Marathon in the UK. Hope you smash your sub 3. I know you will, because you look so strong in this race. So all the best luck in the world, mate. Go nail it. But yeah, as you can kind of get a feel for what kind of the setting we're in, and the kind of the towpath we're in as well. So I mean, I did actually keep it this kind of pace for the next couple of miles or so. I did mile 3 in like 6:44, mile 4 in 6:43, and mile 5 in 6:54. Those are my early stages of the race, which I tried to really keep it back till I actually started to notch things up a little bit. Now, as you can see here, this really was the only climb, I would say, and it really wasn't even a climb, but I can guarantee you, on the second loop, I felt that little climb. Now, there wasn't many, I'd say hills or lumps and bumps, whatever you want to call them, but on the last mile of each loop, so mile 9 and mile 19, it did get quite lumpy. Nothing major, it just like little sharp rises and quick downhills, and there seemed to be quite a few in succession. Now, the course itself was quite twisty turny. A lot of it is done on this kind of surface, as you can see, but there was a section, as you can see, that you'll see later on. You do actually go down like a canal towpath. Now, that was quite telling on the old foot strike and the legs. It did really make you concentrate on the foot. There was a few muddy patches. I am really glad it was a dry day, because there was a mud patch again in the last mile, and it was very telling, because if that was going to be wet, there would have been a lot of slippages. Luckily, it was quite compact, the mud was, and you'll probably see that later on in the video. But yeah, this is where the section is where we come to the bottom half of the other lake. We'll cross back onto the towpath now and go on the other side and make our way back round to the start. I mean, this is, as I say, the 9k mark, so you're looking round about what the 5 mile mark is, something like that. Right, as you can see here now, we are down the canal towpath. It wasn't too bad underfoot, and to be honest with you, I'm pretty glad I've done a lot of practicing and running down my local canal towpath down in Grantham. Now, So it didn't surprise me too much what the surface felt like, but you had to be so careful overtaking. As you can see, you had to pick your spot quite well, because if you wanted to go at the pace you wanted to go at, you did have to go around people. As you can see, I went around this chap.
Actually, buddy, you're doing amazing.
I wished him well as I went past him. He was doing amazing, but as you can see again, it was quite muddy underfoot. You had to keep your footing, and this, you know, this section, it did make you concentrate. Now, I will have to say, later on you'll see, it did get a little bit, I did think in my mind, because there was a section where I was on my own for quite a bit. I went past this chap coming up, and we went around like a little wooded section, and there was a straight where you'd see some old ramshackled canal boats. I mean, they were pretty run down, but there were people living in them, and they did look, I don't want to sound awful, please, I don't want to sound too awful, but they seemed quite rough, and I thought, well, if you're probably like a young girl or a young lady and you're running down here, these canal ones didn't seem too bad, but they did get a little bit more run down as time went on. But yeah, if you was a young lady or something, you'd probably feel on your own, you'd probably feel a little bit uncomfortable.
Blimey. Well, pace is kind of getting there. We're hovering around about 6:35 at the minute, so all good. And as per usual, I did set off a bit too quick. Sorry, coach. On my own. Where is everyone? There we go. We have life.
As you can see, we got the big wheel in front of us, which means the first 10-mile loop is coming to an end. So round we go again, guys. So make sure we take the left-hand lane, and we can go round the whole thing again. Now, I do have to say, I actually really enjoyed this race. I thought it was a cracking little course. Yes, it's 20 miles, and to be honest with you, is it a PB course for a 10-miler? I'll just give him the thumbs up there to see one of my mates, Steve Dowse from Skegness and District Runners. He did the 10-miler today. Is it a PB course, like I just said? Probably not. I mean, it's not flat. There's quite a few little twists and turns, and like I say, it is multi-terrain underfoot. You've got to bear this in mind. I mean, what you can see here, you're probably thinking, oh, it looks really nice and smooth. I mean, it is. There is tarmac, there is loose gravel, There is a canal towpath which is really uneven, and there is really muddy sections as well. I mean, like I say, luckily when we did this race on the day, it was dry, but the mud obviously does get churned up with the amount of people running on it, so it does get quite slippery. Right, as you can see, I'm going to put some splits on the screen for you to have a little look at. We did from mile 6 all the way up to mile 10, where I surged on. I kept it very relative in the mid to high 6:30 minute miling. I pulled things back for a couple of miles, kept it in high 6:50s, then I pushed on again for I won't say a hardish mile, but round about the marathon pace where I wanted to be at 6:25 minute miling. Brought it back a little bit for 6:44. And then I got to be honest with you, after mile 15, it was more the case of I felt like I was really cramping in the hamstrings, and I was like, right, okay. As you see, I did that climb again. Can you remember that climb that I just mentioned at the beginning? Yeah, I felt it this time round. I 100% did. But yeah, backs and my hamstrings, they just seemed to start cramping. I was like, right, okay. It's more the case now. Is try and finish strong if you can for this, and just pull the pace back a little bit more, and then see if we've got anything just to push on if I can. But we'll talk about the cramping in a little bit more. Yeah, I felt this cramping in the back of my hamstrings of more. If I go over the half marathon, I felt it in training before, and I've felt it in races before over the half marathon distance. Now, what I've decided to do, I mean, I've decided to buy some electrolyte supplement from Pure Sport, and that's hopefully going to be coming this week. So I've been told obviously to take more electrolytes on board than I have been doing, and hopefully that should stave off muscle cramps. Anyway, have a look at this section here. This was pretty slippery in foot, and you had to be so tentative underfoot to actually get over this without falling all over on your arse. Now, I did bring it back a little bit, especially as you go around this corner to the right hand side. It did get quite hairy, and you see it was getting a little bit churned up, so yeah, hop and skip and jump over this. And this now is coming into probably the final stretch of the race. So what I'll do, I'll catch up with you at the end of the race and let you enjoy this last section.
You got this. We also have 20 mile finishers, David and Chris. The 10 mile finisher is a man.
Tangle with your medals, aren't you?
I know! Probably like a load of people finishing. I'm like, I don't know, man.
And
I said 11:50.
I did. Yeah, spot on. There we go. Oh, I'm going to get this off quickly. There we go. 20 miles, as the sign says, 20 miles of pure magic. But no, that was good. That was good. I really enjoyed that. Last 4 miles, it bloody hurt a bit. It was starting to kind of cramp a little bit, but yeah, it is. A lot of time it's mind over matter as well, to be honest with you. So But I gotta admit, I wasn't expecting so much multi-terrain, if I'm being completely honest with you. Oh, I'm gonna have to sit down here a bit. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I wasn't expecting so much multi-terrain, if I'm being completely honest with you, but it does play havoc with your ankles and everything. But run to the conditions, and do you know what? I said to the missus when I actually before I started the race, I'd probably be finished in 2 hours 15 today, and do you know what? I don't know if you can see that. 2 hours 15 42. So I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. I did start a little bit quick, but I did rein it back in, to be honest with you. I mean, I hovered around about that 6:50-ish minute mile in kind of bit. I hovered around there for about 3 miles, and I put the surge in for the marathon pace. Marathon pace felt all right. It felt good. I did back off for a couple of miles, and I went again for about a mile or so. And then I seemed to hover. I kept on hovering around about that 6:45 to 6:50, and there was a mile, what? It would be about mile 17, something like that, mile 17. It just started to cramp a little bit. I was like, okay. So I just took the pressure off myself. I pulled it back a little bit, and I went again. At Canal Towpath though, I'm so thankful for it not being, she can't even see me. She's over there, look. There she is. I wasn't expecting it to be so as much multi-terrain, but never mind. Hang on, I'll catch you in a bit. Bloody sun's out now. We started this morning with a race, thick with fog, and it was really, really cold. And it is absolutely gorgeous out now. There we go. Twin Lakes 20 miler, all done and dusted. I really enjoyed that. That was actually a really cracking race to do, that one was. And got a lovely medal here as well. Look at that. Very nice. Yeah, really enjoyed that. And I was actually quite disciplined on that race. I thought I was heading out a bit too quickly, but by checking my splits, what I actually did, I was actually pretty disciplined for things. I mean, I put all the splits and everything on the screen for you, what I did. But yeah, 20 miles in 2 hours 15. I mean, I wasn't racing it today, so I mean, what I tried to do was hold back for like first 2 or 3 miles. I hovered around about that 6:50 to 6:55 minute miling. I had a marathon pace-ish surge, so I hovered around about that 6:35 minute miling, and then I brought it back down for a couple of miles, and then I went again, and I went around, I think my fastest mile was like 6:25, so I had a surge of that, brought it down again, then I just kept on doing little surges, just chucking in some marathon pacing every now and again. And when I got to the last 4 miles, yeah, I have to say it did hurt a bit, but at the end of the day, you are expecting it. You are running 20 miles, but the course, yeah, it was an interesting course. It was what I call lumpy. Yeah, very lumpy course, very twisty turny. I wasn't expecting as much multi-terrain as there was, and yeah, I'm thankful it was dry as well, because there was a section as you're coming back in for the last couple of miles, as you saw in the video, there was a real mud section, and it was quite compact. I did get worried on the when I was coming back in for the second loop. I thought, well, this is probably going to be really churned up with the amount of runners going over it, but it was fine. It was fine. So yeah, I'm happy with the performance, happy with the race, and gotta say, like I say, happy with the medal really. And you got a lovely hoodie and t-shirt. Look at that. Can't be bad, can it? So no, all in all, a good performance really. So I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Oh, well, we'll have to say thank you to this one for actually with the support and everything, and doing the chauffeuring me around today. So I'm gonna wrap this video up here. Give me a like, give me a subscribe,
and comment down below if you have ever done the Twin Lakes 20 or how your marathon prep is going. I shall see you in next week's training videos. Bye for now.